Thisana, tell us more about yourself.
I'm Thisana, the CEO and co-founder of Noburo. So Noburo is a social startup based in Thailand where we try to solve the problem of inequality and bridging the wealth gap for the low-income population, working population in Thailand by providing the financial literacy and access to microcredits through the mobile application.
What prompted you to start a company like Noburo?
So coming from the name of Noburo, it's actually coming from no credit bureau, meaning the people without credit history or the people who already been excluded from the formal financial sector because they are having a bad credit history. So we would like to give them the financial literacy and the ability to manage their own finance and be able to get back to the formal financial sector once again. So I was studying in Japan before, so I know a little of kanji. So Noburo sounded like Japanese, right? So it's coming from the name. Nobu means trust and ro means path. So coming together is path of trust, meaning that we wanted to take the people who are being excluded from formal financial sector to be back on the path of trust of the credit system again. So when I established Noburo back then, I was working in the financial sector, and I see a lot of customers who are having a lower income. They come to us and ask, like, if I have a bad credit history, is it okay to ask for the loan? And we see that many of the cases, the way that they're indebtedness, it doesn't come from they have like mismanagement of the finance, but it's just that they lack of financial literacy. They don't know how to manage it. They don't have the confidence of actually they could be able to get out of debt. So that was the inspiration that me and myself and my team, our co-founder, has formed Noburo to solve one of the most pressing Thailand national problem, which is the household debt in Thailand.
Thisana, in regard with working with some of your clients, especially those who are in debt, what are the common stereotypes that you have to overcome?
If you talk about the household debt and also loan shark problem in Thailand, it is now a very pressing national problem because our household debt has climbed up to almost 90% of the GDP, and it has become, like, I think, number one in Asia and in like top 10 of the world. And when you look at the quality of the loan or debt for the consumer loan, it goes to like consumption loan. That's not healthy. So what we tends to see when we work with the blue-collar workers and also with the employers who employ them, we see that a lot of stigma and also like belief on the people at the bottom of the pyramid. They tend to think that themselves can never be able to get out of debt. So they don't trust that they could be able to climb up the wealth ladder, and they have to be in debt forever. Even they're retired, or even they have to, like, they don't have any income. So that's a very sad thing. And what we try to do and teach them is that not just only teach them of how they learn about finance or financial management, but also giving them the confidence and also the power within themselves that, okay, they need to change the way they think, the way they behave, and this requires a lot of has a long-term commitment, also a long-term perspective of how they view their life.
So what are the biggest challenges faced by your company?
So after we have been working with this for quite some time, so we have been established for 4 years, and we see that, okay, if we wanted to work on behavior change, changing the mindset of the people, it's a very difficult thing, right? And it requires a lot of effort and trial and error and research and development on how we could improve our financial literacy courses, how we could improve our platform to actually really helping them to get out of debt, the quality of doing the financial behavior change. With that, it takes a lot of time. At the same time, we need to scale because we are running a business, right? Even a social enterprise it's for profit. And if we don't have a profit, we cannot, take care of the team. So the challenging thing is that how we could actually balance the purpose and profit together.
Thisana, despite these challenges, what keeps you and Noburo going?
All of the challenges that we're facing, I would say that me, myself, and the management team is very lucky that we have the right people in the team. And the right people is actually coming from, first of all, our core value and also our big mission, that we would like to solve this inequality, this wealth gap in Thailand, and like bringing this big why as our North Star. So a lot of people joining force with us because they see that, okay, we are doing something good for the society. And by selecting the right people into the team, going through the difficult times, even sometimes during the COVID, we have the financial difficulties as well because of the factories and companies are shutting down or they have to stop their operation. During those times, we're going through that because of the understanding of our team. So it's very important to communicate with the team very often that why we do what we do. And also, like, if there's some challenges coming and you have to make the decision, you go back to your value, you go back to your mission, that why are you established from the first place. Like being very strong in our mission and our core value, it helps us to be very clear and focused of what we are doing. And therefore, eventually, a lot of people, not just only the staff or the team member, we have like the corporates that are our clients, we have the public, we have the government that starts seeing what we're doing is very benefit to the society, is really helping the country, and they're joining force with us, and it's helping us to get to where we are today.
What are some of the most important life lessons you actually picked up from your journey?
The most important thing I've learned through this journey of leading Noburo is that being very true to yourself, being very true to your value is very important. There were times that we were in very financial problem of the company. We were thinking like, okay, should we shift our focus? We could be just like a platform doing the digital lending, just giving out the loan to the people and making people in more debt. But we choose not to do that because it would, I don't know, I couldn't get up and tell myself like, what should I be working for today if I like doing something like others are doing? So I think being true to myself and also communicate this to the team every day, and they start to believe that, okay, what we're doing is a really big thing, and we actually get through it. And it's actually work because the more we focus and we are stick to our value, the more it like the people are helping us and supporting us, and it keeps us focused, not to going around and just being like
not to lose your focus.
Yeah, and lose the focus.
To others who are thinking of starting a similar business like Noburo, what would your advice be to them?
Okay, as Noburo, we are a social enterprise, and we start off with the very strong belief that we wanted to solve the national problem of like household debt. And at the first place, nobody believes us that, okay, the low-income workers, the low-income population, they will never be able to get out of debt. That's what we have as a feedback or comments in the first place. Strongly sticking to your belief is very important, and being patient on your journey is very important. And then try to convey and transmit your passion to the people around you. And when time passes and you have overcome all the challenges and all the difficulties of making the business, I think more and more people will be joining force with you if you are very truly firm to your belief.
Thisana, what's next for Noburo?
So for the next 5 years, we aim to be able to help at least 1 million Thai people to be able to get out of debt and also start saving at least like 10 billion baht of the total accumulation of the wealth that we wanted to create for the working population in Thailand. We see that financial literacy and also financial access is also a common problem throughout Southeast Asia as well. And if we are ready, we would like to also expand outside Thailand as well.
So, which are the regions that you intend to expand?
You mean the country?
Yeah, the countries, yeah.
We see that a lot of countries that have commonalities with Thailand are the countries with manufacturing and also service industry, which, for example, like Indonesia or Malaysia or Vietnam or even Cambodia.
All right. So, where do you see your company in the next 5 years?
First of all, we think that we want it to be one of the leading social fintech company that are supporting the people who are in debt to be able to get out of debt. And also, the company would already be doing very well, and we could be able to support the society as a whole. And we wanted to become a standard of, for example, financial institution for the people, for the employers who wanted to help their employees, who wanted to help their workers. That there's actually a way that you can do good, doing well by doing good, and at the same time doing something for the society while making profit as well.